Hello friends, good morning, welcome to NEET World. This is your Abhilash sir, mathematics faculty for JEE, EAP set and also K set. Okay, so welcome to the second day of our 100 days challenge. Hello friends, good morning. Okay, audio is fine. So we were discussing about sequence and series PYQs. In the previous class we discussed 4 to 5 questions. So let us continue with that. Okay, so today we will be solving some more questions pertaining to actually AP. Okay, the topic of AP will be concluding now pertaining to January 2025 session. Okay, so and along with that we will be starting with GP, questions related to GP. Okay, now let us start immediately without no further ado. Let us start. So what is the question that they have given? So they have given, let A1, A2 up to A 2024 be an arithmetic progression. Okay, arithmetic progression such that they are telling such that A1 plus A5, A10, A15, A 2020 plus A 2024 is equal to 2233. Then A1 plus A2 plus A3 up to A 2024 is equal to what? Effectively they are asking us to find S 2024. But directly we cannot find that. Okay. So here we have A1 plus A 2024, A5 plus A10 plus A15 plus A 2020. Correct? So what do we have now? Here we have A1 plus, what is that we have? Plus A5 plus, what is it? A10 plus A15 plus A 2020 followed by A, outside it is having A 2024. Now in an AP we know that I have told you about the Bhangra trick. Those who attended our concept classes you will understand. Those who attended our concept classes you will understand that what do you mean by Bhangra trick. Okay, Bhangra trick. Okay, what is that? First term plus last term will be equal to second term plus second last term and will be equal to third term plus third last term. So that is what we will apply here. So this will become what? A1 plus A 2024 will be equal to, what is it? A5 plus A 2020. This will be equal to A10 plus A 2015, like this. This is all it goes on, and this will be equal to what? This will be, this total will be equal to, what is that they were given? 2233. Okay, 2233. Now, so here they have given what? Focus on this. A5, A10, A15 up to A 2020. That means what? Their n term is what? This is An is nothing but equal to what? 2020. So 2020, this is An. So An is 2020. An can be written as what? A plus n minus 1 into D. So that means A is what here? 5. 5 plus n minus 1. N minus 1 is what, friends? N minus 1 is what? N is what here? N is what? We don't know, right? N is what? We don't know. So A 2020, so N is what? We don't know. N minus 1 into D is what? D is 5. Okay. 10 minus 5 is 5. So this will become what? 2015 is equal to 5n minus 5. So this becomes what? 2020 divided by 5 is equal to n. So n will be equal to what? 5 4s are, okay, and again 0 you have to put 5 4s are. So this gives us n is equal to what? This gives us n is equal to, this implies n is equal to 404. So if n is equal to 404, how many such pairs can be formed? First term and last term, second term and second last term, third term and third last term. So how many such pairs can be formed? If n is equal to 202, this gives us how many pairs? This gives us 202 pairs. This gives us 202 pairs. But you have to understand that there is one more pair. This is for, this n is for this one. This n is for 404. This is for what is within the bracket. So this gives us how many pairs? 202 pairs. But what about A1 plus A 2024? That is also one pair. So if you add it, it becomes what? It becomes what? That is A1 plus A 2024. That is one more pair. This gives us how many pairs? 203 pairs. This gives us how many pairs? 203 pairs. So this is what we got. We got 203 pairs. Now what will happen? Now what I can write is, so any of this I can take it. Let me take A1 plus 2024 pair. That will become equal to what? So this will be 2023. No, sorry, this is 203 pairs, right? So this will become what? 203 into, what is the number of pairs is 203. A1 plus A2024. A2024. This is equal to what? This is equal to 2233, because 203 pairs into A1 plus A2024 gives us 2233. 2233. This is what we have now. Okay, this is what we have. Now what we have to do? Just let us simplify here. What we will get? Unsimplifying this, what we will get? A1 plus A2024 will be equal to 2233 divided by 203. So this gives us 11. So we got, this implies A1 plus A2024, we got the value as 11. We got the value as 11. Now they are asking us to find what? Not A1 plus A2024. They are asking us to find S2024. They are asking us to find what? They are asking us to find S2024. So let us find out how to find S2024. See here, S2024 can be written as what? N by 2 into A plus An. That is first term plus last term. N by 2 is what? That is 2024 divided by 2 into A plus last term. That is 2024 is, that is nothing but 10. This will be 1012. First term is what? A1 plus last term is A2024. Okay, last term is A2024. So what is that we get? We will get it as 1012 into A1 plus 2024. See, this is what? A1 plus A2024. What do we get? This is what we got it as. We got it as 11. We got it as 11. So that I will put the value here, 11. So that gives us what? That gives us, if I multiply by 11, I will get it as 1012. Again I will get 1012, 2, 3, 1, 1, 11132. So this is the answer we will get, 11132. So S2024, the answer is what? 11132. 11132. Okay, 11132 is the right answer to this question, friends. Okay, very simple question. Just you have to pay attention. So this is my key step here. Okay, this is my key step, that is the Bhangra trick which I told. So first term plus last term, second term plus second last term, third term plus third last term. Okay, this sum will be equal to, their sum will be equal to what is the value that is given. So based on this we have to solve the question. And here we will get how many pairs? We will get n is equal to 404 and the number of pairs will be how much? 202. But this is for what is within the bracket. Outside the bracket we have two terms, that makes a single pair. So 2022 plus one pair gives us 203 pairs. That's it. Then we have to proceed with the question as I told you. Clear, friends? I hope it is clear to all of you. Fine. Let us move to the next question. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this solution. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this solution. Okay, yesterday who were attending, those of them who are attending today also, that's very good. You have to maintain consistency when it comes to attending the classes and learning things. Only if you are consistent, you will be able to do it. Okay, however intelligent you are, if you are not consistent, it's not going to pay dividends for you. Got it? So this is about the first question. Let us move to the next question, friends. Okay, let us move to the next question. They were given, let S of n is equal to something. They were given up to n terms. If the sum of the first 6 terms of an AP with the first term minus p and common difference p is square root of this one, then the absolute difference between 28 term and 15 terms of the AP. Okay, you have to understand the question here. So here what they have given, here A is equal to what? Minus p and common difference D is equal to what? P. And they have given first 6 terms of an AP. That is what? Sum of first 6 terms of an AP. That is what? S6. S6 is equal to what? What they have given? That is what they have given? Square root of 2026. Okay, square root of 2026 into, if I separate it, I can write it as square root of S2025. S2025. This is what they have given. Now, S6 I can write it as what? S6 means n is 6. That means what? S6 can be written as 6 by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. 2a is what? A is minus p plus n minus 1 into d is, here it is 5d. 5 into d is what? P. So this is equal to what? Square root of 2026 into square root of S2025. S2025. This is what we have. Okay, this is what we have. Now what I have to do is, so here this will become what? 3 times into 2 into minus p is minus 2p plus 5p will be equal to 2026 into square root of 2026 into S2025. Okay, now this will become what? 3 into 5 minus 2 is 3p. This will be equal to what? Square root of 2026 into square root of S2025. S2025. Correct? S2025. This is what we will have, S2025. Now what will happen? 9p is equal to square root of 2026 into square root of S2025. Now I am getting S2025 in every this step. So what I have to do first, let me find out what is S2025. We don't know this. Okay, let us try to find out this. From this, what they were given? They were given Sn is equal to something. That is what they were given. Sn is equal to, they were given, see here, Sn is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 20 up to n terms. So see here, this 2 can be written as what? Sequence and series. 2 can be written as 2 into 1, 6 can be written as 3 into 2, and similarly 12 can be written as 4 into 3. Okay, and 20 can be written as what? 5 into 4, and so on. So this n term can be written as what? N plus 1 into n plus 1 into n. That is, I am talking about the denominator. So here in this term, the an, the last term will become what? The last term will become 1 by n plus 1 into n. 1 by n plus 1 into n. Okay. Now we have to find out what? S2025. We have to find out what? S2025. This an, I have written it as 1 by n plus 1 by n. This can be modified as, I have told you in sequence and series how to modify it. We can write it as what? We can write it as what it is. What is that we can write it? Okay, we can write it as n plus 1 minus n by n plus 1 by n. Okay, if I separate and divide it, what I will get it? I will get it as 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, so this is what I will get it as an. Now I have to find what? Not Sn, I want to find S2025. I have to find S2025. This can be written as summation of an, where n is running from 1 to 2025. Okay, this is nothing but equal to what? This is nothing but equal to, an is nothing but equal to what? That is summation of n is running from 1 to 2025. Okay, n is running from 1 to 2025. N is running from 1 to 2025. Correct? No? N is running from 1 to 2025. N is running from 1 to 2025, summation 1 to 2025. Again, just put the values. This is what? An is what? 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, smaller values to the smaller one, bigger values to the bigger one. This is the trick I told you while solving sequence and series. Please understand this. Now what I can put? See here what I can do. Smaller value for this number, n is smaller value for 1 by n. 1 by n will be smaller. So 1 by n will be smaller because n is smaller compared to n plus 1. So 1 by n will be smaller. If denominator is greater, the entire fraction will be smaller. That is, if denominator is greater means 1 by n plus 1. Okay, n plus 1 is greater. So I have to put greater value for n plus 1. 1 by, after out of 1 by n, 1 plus 1, n plus 1 and n plus 1 and n, which is greater? N is greater. Correct? And n plus 1 is greater. I am talking about the fraction. In terms of fraction, 1 by n is greater. Okay, in terms of fraction, 1 by n plus 1 is smaller. But if you look at only the denominator, focus only on the denominator, this is n plus 1. So that means what? Which is smaller? N is smaller, n plus 1 is greater. Whatever is smaller, put for the smaller, whatever is greater, put for the greater one. So this will become what, friends? So I can write S2025 as 1 by 1 is nothing but 1 minus 1 by n plus 1. 1 by 2025 plus 1 is 1 by 2026. So this gives us what? 2026 minus 1, that is 2026 minus 1 by 2026. Fine? 2026. So this gives us what? S2025 is equal to what? S2025 is equal to 2026 minus 1 is 2025. So this is what? 2025 divided by 2026. Okay, we got S2025, 2025 by 2026. That is the value we got. That is S2025, we got it, right? This is the value we got it. Now we will put this value here. Now what we will get it? So 9p is equal to what? Square root of 2026 into S2025. Square root of 2025 is what? Square root of S2025. I have to just substitute the values. This will be square root of 2025 divided by square root of 2026. Correct? This will be square root of 2026. Now what will happen? This 2026 and this 2026 will cancel. I will have what? 9p is equal to square root of 2025. Okay, 9p is equal to square root of 2025. Square root of 2025 is nothing but equal to 45. Okay, it's nothing but equal to 45. Got it? This you should know. There is a trick to find out the square root of ending with 25. Okay, I'll tell you in some other class where I'll talk about speed maths. So this is equal to 45. So p will be equal to what? P will be equal to 45 by 9. That will be p will be equal to 5. We got p is equal to 5. Is it done? No. What we have to find out? Till now we have find out what is the value of p, everything. Now they are asking us to find what? They are asking us to find the absolute difference between 20th term and 15th term. The absolute difference between Ritu Kuhama, hello, okay. please be Kushwaha, okay, please be consistent to the class. You will be definitely benefiting from the classes. Okay, if you have doubt, you can post the doubts, and please go through the previous sessions also. Fine. So look at this, they are asking us to find absolute difference between 20th and 15th terms of the AP. So absolute difference, that means what we have to find, that means what do we have to find? We have to find out, just we have to find out A20 minus A15, absolute difference we have to find out. A20 means what? I can write it as A plus 19D minus A15 means what? I can write it as A plus 14D. So minus is there, I will just write minus 14D, A and A will cancel, so this will become what? So plus A and minus A, I can cancel it. Okay, 19D minus 14D, 19D minus 14D gives us what? This will give us 5D, this will give us 5D. Now understand one thing, P is equal to 5, and what do we got? P is equal to 5, and what is the value of D that we have? What is the value of D that we have? D is nothing but P. Okay, here they have given the common difference is P. So 5D means I should write it as what? 5 into D is nothing but P. But what is the value of P that we got? What is the value of P that we got? We got the value of P as 5. So it is what? 5 into 5, that gives us 25. Okay, 25 is the right answer to this question. That is option D is the right answer to this question, friends. Option D is the right answer to this question, friends. Got it? Option D is the right answer to this question. Let me explain this question again. First, what we did, we took the value of A and D. That is what is given as minus P and P respectively, and they are telling sum of first 6 terms is what? Square root of 2026 into square root of 2025. Okay, just I put the value of n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Then I simplified this. I got 9p is equal to square root of 2026 into square root of s2025. That is sum of 2025 terms. That is what I have to find. So then I use this. I use this here. Okay. Then I use this here. Okay. Then I use this here. So this one, this denominators can be written as n plus 1 into n. That is the thing. So an will become n plus 1 into n. Okay. So then I split that using our knowledge of sequence and series. Then summation of an I put it. Okay. So this will become what? On splitting this and dividing, we will get it as 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. So n is smaller compared to n plus 1. So smaller value 1 I will put it here. Greater value 2025 I will put it here. So on doing this I will get s2025 as 2025 by 2026. So I put this value here. Then I will get p is equal to 5. Then it's simple. A20 minus A15. You know how to find it. Clear? This is how we have to solve the question. Clear, friends? This is how we have to solve the question. Very simple question. Appears difficult, but it's a simple question. If you know the approach. See, it's not about getting the answer. You have to know the approach to solve the question. Approach means what? You have to know from where to solve the question. Okay, from where to start the question and where to how to approach the question, so that you get the answer easily. And you have to get the answer in a very effective and also accurate way. That means what? Effective and accurate way means it's not just about getting the right answer. It's about getting the right answer in a very less time. That is without having any difficulty of solving the question. Clear? That is the meaning of correct approach. Because if similar question comes, you should be in a position to solve the question. This is also a typical PYQ based question. That is NTA has just taken this question from one of the previous year questions. Okay, that is the importance of solving the PYQs. That's why please wake up early. That is around 6:15 to 6:30. You have to attend the class. Make it a habit. Then it becomes a routine for you. Okay, it will become automatic. 1, 2 to 3 days. It will take some time, but you get used to it, and you will be able to attend the classes regularly, and that will be highly beneficial to you. You will be starting the day in a very good note. Okay, solving some PYQs of JEE Mains. It is no mean feat. Okay, starting the day with that will give you a lot of confidence for the day, for the rest of the day. So I request all of you to please keep attending the classes Monday to Saturday. Okay, that is every day 6:15 AM. Got it? Fine. Let us move to the next question now. Have a look at this question, friends. Have a look at this question. What they are telling? They are telling that let TR be the odd term of an AP. Fine. If for some m, TM is equal to 1 by 25, and they are telling T25 is equal to 1 by 20, and 20 times summation of TR is equal to 13, then 5 times m summation of TR is equal to what? Is equal to what they are asking. So this is the question that they have posted. Now how to find the solution to this question? Here T5 means that is nothing but T25 means that is nothing but A25. Okay, A and they are giving. So T25 I can write it as what? So first they were given T25, correct? T25 is equal to 1 by 20. T25 I can write it as what? A plus 24D. That is A plus n minus 1 into D, and is 25 here, 25 minus 1, 24D. So that will be 1 by 20. This is what we have. Okay, let us keep it as it is. Now, what they are telling us? What else they are telling us? They are telling 20 times summation of this. 20 times summation of this. That is, they are telling 20 times summation of R running from 1 to 25 TR, okay, is equal to 30. This is nothing but what? 20 times summation of S25. R running from 1 to 25, summation means what? It is nothing but S25. S25 is given as 13. So 20 times S25 is given as 13. Then definitely S25 will be equal to what? 13 by 20. So this is the thing. This summation is nothing but what? Sum of how many terms? Sum of 25 terms. Sum of how many terms? First 25 terms. Why I am telling first 25 terms? Because it is running from 1 to 25. It is running from 1 to 25. Summation means it is nothing but sum in AP. Okay, summation means it is nothing but sum in the AP. So if you are getting summation R running from 1 to 25, in AP it is nothing but S25. That's it. If it is R running from 1 to 100 means it is nothing but S100. If it is R running from 1 to n, it is nothing but Sn. That is what I have written. 20 times S25 is equal to 13. That means what? S25 is equal to 13 by 20. S25 is equal to 13 by 20. Now we have S25 is equal to 13 by 20. What is S25 formula? That is Sn formula is what? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So n by 2 is what here? 25 by 2 into 2a. What is a? We don't know. Let us write it as 2a plus n minus 1, that is 24d is equal to what? 13 by 20. Now what I can do further? So 25 by 2. I'll keep 25. 2 ones are, I can cancel here. 2 tens are. Now what do I have? 25 into 2a is there. 2a I can write as what? A plus a, correct? 2a I can write as a plus a. Why? I'll tell you. 25 into what is it? A plus 24d is equal to what? Is equal to 13 by 10. Okay, is equal to 13 by 10. Now have a look at this. A plus 24d, here also a plus 24d. So here, see here, this one and this one are similar. So a plus 24d I can write it as 1 by 20 here, correct? A plus 24d I can put the value as 1 by 20. So this becomes what? This will transform into 25 into a plus 1 by 20 into 13 by 10. I told you AP means what? AP means first of all you have to find out A and D. If they are not given, here we will be able to find the value of A. Why? Okay, by solving this. Okay, so this will become what? A plus 1 by 20 is equal to 13 by 10 into 13 by 10 into 25. Okay, this gives us what? A is equal to 13 by 250 minus 1 by 20 minus 1 by 20. Okay. Now let us solve this. We have to find out A. So that means what? LCM is what? 250 and 20. What is the LCM? 250 and 20. Let us keep it 250 and 20 itself, not a problem. 250 and 20 will keep it as it is. So what will happen? 250 cancels. 20 into 30 is what? It is nothing but, what is it? It is nothing but what it is? 260. Okay, 20 cancels. This will be 250. Okay, so what we will have? A is equal to 10 by 25 into 2 is, this is 5000. So 0 cancels. We will get A is equal to what? We got A is equal to 1 by 500. We got A is equal to 1 by 500. I understand this question is little calculatively intensive, but the concept is simple. Okay, concepts are coming, very simple concepts are only coming, but they are little calculatively intensive. कोई देख रहे तो not a problem for me. Okay, that means without you looking, how can you comment on the class? I think you are like you are watching, not a problem. Okay, even if nobody watches, I don't care. Just do, because there are students who are interested to watch. Early morning, don't waste your time. If you are not interested, you can drop away from the class. Okay, next topper's clip. No problem. Thank you. So we got A is equal to 1 by 500. Okay, A is equal to 1 by 500. So we have to find out what? Now we have to find out D. So we got A is equal to 1 by 500. So this, if I put it in this equation, that is A plus 24D is equal to, what is it? 1 by 20. If I put it here, so A is equal to 1 by 500 plus 24D is equal to 1 by 20. So this gives us this gives us what? 24d is equal to 1 by 20 minus 1 by 500. Okay. So, this will give us what? So, d is equal to what? 1 by 24 into 1 by 20 minus 1 by 500. So, again d also we will, on simplifying this we will get again d is equal to 1 by 500. Okay, we will get d is equal to 1 by 500. Okay. Again we will get d is equal to 1 by 500 itself. This simplification you have to do. Okay. This simplification you should be knowing how to do. Okay. Because you know how to take the LCM, and further calculation you can definitely do it. Okay. D also will get it as what? 1 by 500. Now what they are asking us? Now we got, first thing what we did, this procedure we followed so that we get A and D. Definitely we got A and D. Now what we have to do? They are asking us to do what? They are asking us to find TM, because we have to find, then this is what they are asking us to find. This is what they are asking us to find. Correct? No, they are asking us to find this one. They are asking us to find this one. Okay, if you have to find this one, we have to find first TR, that is TM, because it is in terms of M. So TM we have to find out. So TM is equal to what? 1 by 25. So let me write it here. TM is equal to what? 1 by 25. TM is equal to 1 by 25. So TM means what? It is nothing but the term in AP which is having M terms. That means I can write it as what? A plus M minus 1 into D is equal to 1 by 25. A is what? 1 by 500. Okay. M minus 1 into D is what? 1 by 500. That is equal to 1 by 25. Right. So this will become what? If I send it that side, M minus 1 into 1 by 500 is equal to 1 by 25 minus 1 by 500. Okay. What I will get? This will be M minus 1 into, what is it that I will get? M minus 1 divided by 500 is equal to, what is the LCM that is? LCM is 500 itself. So this will be what? This will be what? This will be 20 minus 1. So 20 minus 1, and here I will have 500, 500 I can cancel. Correct? 500 I can cancel. M minus 1, this is what? M minus 1 is equal to 20 minus 1 is 19. Okay. M is equal to 19 plus 1, 20. So M is equal to 19 plus 1, 20. So we got the value of M. Okay. So we got the value of M. Okay. Those who are watching, you can comment that you are watching. Okay. Just post a good morning message so that I will get motivated, so that I know you people are watching. Fine. So M is equal to what? We got M is equal to 20. Now we have to find that value. That is what they are asking us to find. See here, they are asking us to find. I will write it here. They are asking us to find 5 times M into summation of, okay, 5 times M into summation of, what is that they are asking us to find? 5 times M into summation of R is equal to M up to 2M to TR. This is what they are asking us to find. Okay. Now let us find it. Now let us find this. Okay, 5 into M. 5 into M is nothing but 5 into 20. Okay, summation of R is equal to 20 to 2M means 40 into TR. Okay, TR means TR means here we have to find R is what? R here is up to 20 to 40. Correct? No. So this will become what? This will actually become 5 into 20 is 100. So this will become into, what is it that we have? TR means it is nothing but we have to find up to T22 up to T21 up to T40 terms. Okay, T40 terms. So here how many terms are there? Here how many terms are there? You will do the mistake here. Here the number of terms is not 20. Here the number of terms is 21. So 20 to 40 it is 20 terms, but 20th term there is one more term. So that is the number of terms here is how much? The number of terms here is actually, the number of terms here is how much? The number of terms here is 21 terms. The number of terms here is 21 terms. Okay, the number of terms here is 21 terms. So what do we have? We have 21 terms. So this I can write it as what? T20 I can write it as what? I can write it as A plus 19D. Correct? No, A plus 19D. Similarly, A plus 20D. Okay. Similarly, it goes on A plus 39D. A plus 39D. A plus 39D. If no, even if nobody watches, it doesn't matter for us. We'll continuously keep doing. Okay. Definitely it will be beneficial for some or the other students. That's enough for us. Fine. So this is what we have. Now A plus A plus A. How many A's we will have? Okay. A plus A plus A. So if 21 terms means we will have 21A. So this will be equal to what? 100 into 21a, okay, 21a plus what is that we have 19d, okay, plus 20d plus it will go on up till 39d. Now what I can do here, see here 21a plus 19d plus 20d plus 39d, this should be 20d, okay. Now what I can do friends, I can take d common, so this will become what 100 into 21a plus 19, so I can take d common, d if I take it as common, what will this become, d if I take it as common, this will become what, inside what I will have 19 plus what is it 20 plus up to 39, okay, up to 39. So this is sum of 21 terms starting with 19. So what I can write this, I can write this as 100 into 21a. A what did I get? A I got it as 1 by 500, correct, no? Plus d is what, 1 by 500. So this will be equal to what, sum of 21 terms. 21 terms means I can write it as 21 by 2 into 19 plus 39 into 19 plus 39, okay. This is what I have, 19 plus 39, this is what I have. So 19 plus 39 is what, 58. So 58 divided by 2, so this will be 58. So see here, this will be, this entire thing will be 58. 58 divided by 2, I will get it as 29. So this will be 29, okay. So this will become what, finally this will become 100 into 21 into 1 by 500 plus 1 by 500, okay, 21 by 2. So this is 29 already I got, so 21 into 29, okay, this is what I have, 21 into 29. So 21 into 500 plus 1 by 500 into 21 into 29, this is what I have. Now what I can take common friends, I can take 1 by 500 as common. So this will become what, 100 into 1 by 500, okay, into 21 plus 21 into 29. 21 into 29. Now what I can take common? 21 I can take common. So this will become what? This 0 I can cancel. This will become 1 by 5 into 21 into 29 plus 1. 29 plus 1. So what do I have? I will have 1 by 5 into 21 plus into 30. 29 plus 1 is 30. So 5 ones are 5 6s are. So what do I have? 21 into 6. That is nothing but equal to what? 21 into 6 we have. That is nothing but equal to 126. What do you have? 126. So the right answer to this question is 126. Got it? So the right answer to this question is 126. Clear? The right answer to this question is 126, which is nothing but option, A. Option A, 126 is the right answer to this question. Okay, let me minimize it so that you will be able to see the solution. Okay, this is the solution friends. So first I took T25, okay, then I took S25 what they were given. So based on that we got A and D, okay, A and D we got, then we found out T of M, then we got the value of M is equal to 20. Then we had to find out this one, this is what they are asking in the question, correct, this is what they are asking in the question, this is the thing that they are asking in the question. So based on this we just substituted the values. So here we did some modification, this will be 21 terms. So 21 terms means we will get 21A, and I took D common. So 19 up to 39 there are 21 digits, okay, 21 not digits, 21 numbers. So sum of 21 terms starting with A is nothing but here is 19 and ending with 39. First term is 19 and last term is 39, that is n by 2. 21 by 2 into A plus L, that is what I did, and further simplification we will get what? We will get the value, this value we will get it as 126, that is what we did here. Okay, that is what we did here. If you want you can take a photo or you can take a screenshot of the solution. Okay, you can take a screenshot of the solution if you want. Okay, this is how we have to solve this question. Clear friends? I hope it is clear to all of you. Fine, I hope it is clear to all of you. Calisthenics fitness, that's nice. Hi, I too like calisthenics fitness, using our body weight for fitness, that's very good. Okay, anyways, please listen to the class every day, you will be getting lot of benefits. Fine. So this is what we have when it comes to this AP question. Now let us move for the questions based on GP. One of the question, let us end it with this question for this session. Okay, let us do this question, that is based on geometric progression, that is based on geometric progression. So first of all, let me tell you some little basics about geometric progression. So we know that in AP we focus on A and D, that is first term and common difference. In GP it is similar, we focus on first term A and the common ratio, we call it as what? Common ratio. Okay. So AP will be what? So this is GP will be like this, GP will be A, GP will be written like this, A multiplied by common ratio R, again multiplied by common ratio R square, multiplied by common ratio R cube, multiplied by common ratio R to the power 4 like that. This is first term, this is second term, this is third term, this is fourth term, this is fifth term. So if I say third term, how should I write it? I should write it as AR square. So it will become what? AR square. This is AR to the power of n minus 1. So if I say T n term in terms of GP, it will become AR to the power of n minus 1. This is one basic, you have to keep it in your mind. Now let us solve this question. They have given, let A1, A2, A3 be GP of increasing positive integers. This line is very important. Randomly they don't give such questions. Okay. They could have given GP of positive integer. They have given increasing positive integers. That means at some point in the question, this will be of utility for us. This will be of utility for us. That's why each and every word in the question is highly important. Okay. So this will be, if A1 into A5 is 28, then they are telling A2 plus A4 is equal to 21. Okay, 29. Then A6 is equal to what? This is their question. Okay, this is their question. So what we should do? So have a look at this. So they are telling A1 into A5 is equal to 28. A1 into A5 is equal to 28. A1 means what? This is just A, and A5 means what? It is AR to the power of 4 is equal to 28. So if I multiply, what I will get? A square into R to the power of 4 is equal to 28. If I take square root on both sides, this will become A into R square is equal to square root of 28. So A into R square is nothing but equal to what? This is nothing but equal to third term. That is nothing but equal to what? That is A3. See here, this is the third term. So third term means I can write it as A3 is equal to square root of 28. Okay. If I write AP, AR square, this is nothing but third term, that is nothing but A3. This is A2, this is A1, this is A4, this is A5. Okay. So this is A3 is equal to square root of 28. I got it. Now they are telling us A2 plus A4, A2 plus A4, A2 plus A4 is equal to 29. So A2, this is A2 in terms of A3, how I can write it? I want AR. A2 is equal to what? AR. I want it in terms of A3. So I can write it as what? This I can write it as AR square divided by R. Correct? No, this will become, obviously this will become again AR itself, R and R will cancel. So this will, I can write it as A3 by R. Similarly, A4 is there. A4 is nothing but equal to what, friends? A4 is nothing but equal to AR cube. So this can be written as what? AR square into R. So AR square, this is nothing but equal to what? This is nothing but equal to A3 into R. So this I can write it as what? In terms of A3, in terms of A3, this will be written as A3 by R. This will be written as A3 into R. So that is 29. Now if I put the values, A3 is what? Square root of 28. Square root of 28 by R into square root of 28 into R is equal to 29. This is what I have. Now let us take the LCM. This will give us what? Square root of 28 plus square root of 28 into R square is equal to 29R. Okay. So let me take this. This is a quadratic equation in R. Okay. So this will become what? Square root of 28 R square. Okay. Minus 29R plus square root of 28 is equal to 0. Now how to factorize this? That is by splitting the middle term. What can I do here? I can just do, see here, square root of 28 R square. Okay, square root of 20, R square will be outside. So square root of 28 R square. So this will become what? This will become square root of 28 R square minus, what is it? What is it that we have? Minus 28R minus R plus square root of 28 is equal to 0. Or I can write it like this. Okay, not a problem. You can keep it as it is. Now what is common here? 28, square root of 28 R is common. Okay, square root of 28 R is common. I can write it as what? I can write it as this is what? Square root of 28 R I can take common. So this will become what? This will become R minus square root of 28. Okay, 28 can be written as what? Square root of 28 into square root of 28. This 28 can be written as square root of 28 into square root of 28. That is what I have done here. Here minus, if I take it common, R minus square root of 28 is equal to 0. So what do we get? R minus square root of 28 as one of the factor, and square root of 28 r minus 1. This is what we get. Now finding the value of r, it is very simple. Now we will get r is equal to what? We will get r is equal to square root of 28, and we will get r is equal to 1 by square root of 28. Okay, but out of this we can take only one values. If I take common ratio as 1 by square root of 28, that is, this will give us what? This will give us a decreasing GP. This will give us decreasing geometric progression. But in the question what they are telling? They are telling increasing geometric progression. They are telling us what? Increasing positive integers, that is increasing GP. So we cannot take this value. We cannot take this value because this is decreasing GP. So we should take r is equal to what? Square root of, we should take r is equal to what? Square root of 28. We should take r is equal to square root of 28. Now they are asking us what? They are asking us to find what? They are asking us to find, what is it they are asking us to find? They are asking us to find A6. They are asking us to find A6. So let us find A6 now. Okay, A6 they are asking us to find. So A6 is equal to what? A6 is equal to A into r to the power of 5. So A into r to the power of 5. But actually, as of now, we still don't know what is A. As of now, we still don't know. See here. As of now, we still don't know what is A. R we got it as square root of 28. But what about A? A we don't know. So here, for r is equal to square root of 28, see here, this r is equal to square root of 28, I can put it here, then I can find out the value of A. So A3, that is AR square is given as square root of 28. So A is equal to what? Square root of 28 whole square. Okay, square root of 28 whole square is equal to square root of 28. So this will be equal to what? This will be equal to square root of 28 by 28. So that I can write it as what? Square root of 28 by square root of 28 into square root of 28. I can write 28 as square root of 28 into square root of 28. So square root of 28, square root of 28 will cancel. So I will get what? A is equal to 1 by square root of 28. Okay, A is equal to 1 by square root of 28. Now I will put the value of A and R here. So A6. So that I can write it as what? A into r to the power of 5. That is what I have written already. So A6 I have to find out. So this will become equal to what? A is what? 1 by square root of 28. Okay, what about r to the power of 5? R is nothing but what? Square root of 28 to the power of 5. So this I can write it as what? 1 by square root of 28. Okay, this I should write it 5 times. This is square root of 28 into square root of 28 to the power of 4. Okay, square root of 28 to the power of 4. So this and this will cancel. So square root of 28 to the power of 4 means it is nothing but 28 into 28. Okay, 8 8 is 64. It is ending with 4. So what is the option that is ending with 4? That is option D. So square root of 28, that is 28 into 28, that is 28 square, will get the answer as 784. We'll get the answer as 784. This is how we have to solve this question. Clear? This is how we have to solve this question. Got it? Okay, this is how we have to solve this question. So the answer to this question is 784. So first of all, what we did, A1, A5, that is equal to 28, that is what they were given. If we put the values, what we will get is, we will get AR3 is equal to 28. AR3 is nothing but equal to what? But by our concept of GP, this AR cube is nothing but A3. Okay, once we get A3, we can use this. A2 plus A4 is equal to 29. That A2 and A4 we definitely don't know, but we can write A2 in terms of A3 and also A4 in terms of A3. That is what I have written. A2 in terms of A3 is A3 by R, and A4 in terms of A3 is A3 into R. By solving that, we will get the value of R is equal to square root of 28 and R is equal to 1 by square root of 28. But definitely I cannot take 1 by square root of 28 because this is a decreasing GP. But the question that they have given is increasing GP. That means I have to take R is equal to square root of 28. So that is A3 I got, that is AR square, I got it as square root of 28. So this value R is equal to square root of 28. If I put it here, that is what I have done here. If I put it here, I will get the value of A. A I got it. A is equal to 1 by square root of 28. So I got A, I got R. I have to find what? The question is asking A6. To find A6, what I should do? A6 is nothing but equal to A into R to the power of 5. That is A into R to the power of n minus 1. N here is 6. Okay. So this will become A R to the power of 5. Okay. What I have to do? 1 by square root of 28 into square root of 28 to the power of 5. On simplification, I will get 28 into 28. That is nothing but equal to 784. That is nothing but equal to 784. Is it clear, friends? This is how we have to solve this question. So we solved 4 questions today in this session. So the first question was on AP, where we have to pair the first term and last term, and second term and second last term will be equal, and that will be equal to 2 2 3, 2 2 3 3, and then we found out the sum of this S24. Okay, that is what we did. And the second question what we did was this one. Okay, here we have to use the concept of sequence and series here. Okay, this we split it and got the summation of S2025. S2025 we put the value here, okay, and based on that we found out what they are asking, A20 minus A15, that is absolute difference between 28 term and 15 term, that we can find out when we get the value of A and D. That is what we did here, we got it as 25. And next question what we did was, this is based on TR, okay, T5 is equal to 1 by 25, then they are asking us summation of, so T25 we found out, that is T25 we found out, then we have to find out this one, what is that, this is what, this is S25, 20 times S25 is equal to 13, so S25 we found out and we get the value of, A and D. So by using this we will get the value of A and D. AP means we have to find out A and D, we got the value of A and D, then TM we use, you find the value of M, we got the value as 20. Now they are asking us 5 times M, this is the value that they are asking, that is what we did here. By simplification we got the answer as 126, square root of 126, clear. And this is the question which is solved recently, which I have already explained, okay, where we have to find the sixth term of the geometric progression, clear friends, this is how we have to solve these questions. Alright, I will wind up now, let us meet in the tomorrow session. I hope the session was useful to you, okay, I will wind up now, let us meet in the tomorrow session, that is exactly at 6:15 AM we will be starting the session. Okay, those who are consistent, those who are really serious, those who really very badly want to crack JEE Mains will attend the session tomorrow, okay, because showing up is enough, okay, even if you are not feeling like solving the question or whatever, just listen to the class, you will learn a lot, okay, try to solve later, okay. Consistency is more important than intensity, okay, consistency always beats talent, okay, so please keep this in mind and please be regular, being consistent, this builds the momentum for you. So when you have that unstoppable momentum, definitely you will be able to crack the JEE Mains exam or whichever exam, be it EAP set or K set exam. If you are from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, or if you are from Karnataka, or if you are from any other states, definitely this will be helpful, okay, for your entrance exams, because we are solving high quality questions like this. We will be coming up with other chapters also. For JEE Mains 2025-2024 PYQs will be solved, be it January session and April session. We are solving as of now January session. Fine. So this is the day 2 of the questionnaire session of 100 days challenge. Okay, 100 days challenge we already have done for concept classes, where we have already completed limits, continuity, differentiability, trigonometry, inverse trigonometry, sequence and series, straight lines, and some other chapters. So you can go through our playlist, you can subscribe to NEET World. And one more thing, if you want to join a mentor guided special classes where you are having classes for physics, chemistry and mathematics for JEE Mains long term, that is starting from August 15. So please avail the batch and it will be highly, immensely helpful for you. Same thing goes for if you are BPC student, NEET long term, the third batch, this is the third batch that is going to start from August 15. You can subscribe to our batches, and thank you. I will wind up now. Please take care. Have a good day. Okay, those who have watched, you have started the day with a right note. Please keep this momentum going and prepare well. Thank you. Take care.